Will Aryna Sabalenka's opponent Marketa Vondrousova get paid less from US Open 2025 after withdrawing with injury? Payout policy explored. The US Open is in full swing, but the grind of a long season is catching up. After nearly 8 months of non-stop tournaments, fatigue is everywhere. Marketa Vondrousova knows it all too well. She was lined up for a blockbuster quarterfinal with top seed Aryna Sabalenka. On paper, it was already an uphill fight. But as it turns out, this battle was never meant to happen. Only hours before her Arthur Ashe appearance, reports confirmed Vondrousova had pulled out. The WTA announced the news, citing a knee injury. Vondrousova released a statement. "I am sorry to announce that I have to withdraw from my quarterfinal match this evening due to a knee injury," she said. "I tried my best to take the court today, but during the warm-up I felt again my knee, and after consultation with the tournament doctor decided not to risk aggravating the injury." Reporters at the practice courts saw it coming. The 26-year-old was seen training earlier in the day, but she suddenly bent over, looking drained or in pain. Her team rushed to her side and carefully led her back to her bench. The moment sparked concern, and hours later, the withdrawal confirmed the worst fears. For Sabalenka, the news is a ticket straight into the semifinals. For fans, it sets up a blockbuster, Sabalenka versus Jessica Pegula, a rematch of last year's US Open final. That's massive. For Marketa Vondrousova, though, it's heartbreak. A chance at a slam run slips away, and so does a full share of prize money. US Open prize money rules explained for withdrawing. The 2025 official Grand Slam rule book doesn't leave much to guesswork when it comes to withdrawals. A player who withdraws from the main draw singles competition prior to her first match shall receive 50% of the first-round prize money, it states. But of course, there are 4 conditions attached before a player can touch that paycheck. First, the timing has to be right. It must come after 12 p.m. the day before the main draw begins. Second, the player needs to be in a spot approved by the referee, and the tournament doctor has to verify they're unfit to compete. Third, they need to have played in a tournament within 21 days before the slam begins. And lastly, they only get this perk twice per calendar year. No loopholes, no freebies. Things shift a bit once play gets underway. If a player bows out before the quarterfinals start, they still count as a quarterfinalist on paper. Translation: they don't lose the round status, or the prize money attached to it. So how does that apply to Vondrousova? How much will Marketa Vondrousova earn despite her withdrawal from the quarterfinals? Well, this year's US Open, the 139th edition, has record prize money: $5 million for the champion, $2.5 million for the runner-up, $1.26 million for semifinalists, $660,000 for quarterfinalists, and $400,000 for the round of 16. Since the rules mainly apply to the first-round contenders, perhaps she could walk away with the full $660,000. Vondrousova's run to the quarterfinals at the 2025 US Open guaranteed her the $660,000 prize money for that stage. But since she withdrew before playing her quarterfinal match, the rules cut her payout in half, treating it the same way as an early tournament withdrawal. Thankfully, she still qualifies for that reduced amount because she competed in the warm-up events in Montreal and Cincinnati, which meet the requirement of playing within 21 days of a slam. Bottom line, Vondrousova doesn't leave empty-handed. She takes home $330,000 instead of the full $660,000. It's a tough way to see her campaign end. The 2023 Wimbledon champion was staging a comeback at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. Ranked world number 60 after shoulder struggles this season, she's still impressed, taking out number 7 Jasmine Paolini in the 3rd round and number 9 Elena Rybakina in the 4th. Now, the focus shifts to rest and recovery before the next fight. But what's your take on this situation? Share it below and keep up with every twist of the 2025 US Open on our live blog.